Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to Season 5 of the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast. This will be episode 12 for us, looking at Week 8 of the NFL and the fantasy season. It's going by quick. We got a lot to get to. We're doing all right. Brendan's a little upset. He had a rough week last week, so I know I'm going to have to bring the energy, but I'm going to see what we got. Let's see how he's doing. How you doing, man?
No.
How's it going, man? All right, so let's get something out the way real quick before he even answers this question. Week 7 was bad. My guy lost Brandon Ayuk to a torn ACL. And you also, who else did you lose?
You know who I lost.
No, I don't. Jaden Daniels got hurt. That was crazy. We're here in Richmond, Virginia, so we were watching the Commanders play close, and we could see him grabbing his side. I was like, oh, here we go. You all right, man?
No, I'm not. Let's get this over with.
It's going to get better. You're only one game out.
I can't catch a break. That's the problem.
It's been tough, but just hang in there. You one game back of the pack. Ain't nothing to worry about. We gonna get it fixed tonight. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's start with the injuries. I'll take the injuries.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't
cool.
want to talk about any of them injuries.
I won't. I'll go through yours real quick. All right, so injuries. A lot of big ones. Week 7. Deshaun Watson, torn Achilles, done for the season. Did you hear those people cheering when he got
cheering.
Hurt? Oh man,
they was cheering. I seen texts that people were happy. I was like,
yeah, that's kind of tough. Sometimes people, they take their sports fandom a little bit too serious, but you don't ever want to see that. But he's out for the year, torn Achilles, so that's tough. Brandon Ayuk, we talked a little bit about Brendan's team.
All right, that's it.
We'll
we already know what happened to him.
Okay, Aiden O'Connell, quarterback for the Raiders. He got a fractured thumb. He's going to be out for a minute. Gardner Minshew's back in the mix. The left tackle for the Jaguars, Cam Robinson, he was out with a concussion, so he's probably in the protocol. Not sure he's going to play Week 8.
I like how you include a lineman because they people too.
Dude, they are huge.
And they're
important. They are huge.
They don't get points, but they're important
for sure.
I'm glad you include a lineman.
Yeah, I have to. I look at that real close. So with us doing a podcast, I look at that real close. Wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, people were counting on him in free agency, bro.
Well.
Hamstring.
How'd that go?
So, yeah, that didn't work out too good. He left the game early. That broke some hearts because, you want to be in Kansas City's offense. So, DK Metcalf's got a tricky knee issue. They say it's a sprained MCL. He's like day-to-day, week-to-week, so that could be tough. Watch that in your lineups because DK was getting numbers.
He was blocking A.J. Terrell with one hand. You will have to fight me right then and there. You do that to me. I do not care.
Yeah, that was kind of rough. Let's see. And then, like we said, Jaden Daniels, ribs.
You ain't got to skip over this one. This is a little bit more important. He's coming back.
They say he might play. He
better not.
Yeah. What you mean better not what?
He better not play next week.
Why not?
Because I don't want him getting hurt again.
I think he'll be okay.
I don't care.
Well, that's the thing about the NFL. If a dude is active and ready to go, he's 100% or close to it. Those hamstrings are tricky, though. Those hamstrings are real tricky. But Jaden Daniels, ribs, he might be able to play.
He'll be all right.
Then from the Monday night game, Mike Evans got a serious hamstring. They say he'll be out until after their bye week. You could tell that was rough. He got hurt. It seemed like he tweaked it on the first touchdown catch. And then that second one when dude tackled him, that was just a wrap.
Yeah, that was it.
Even worse than Mike Evans, his teammate, Chris Godwin, a dislocated ankle. They say he's pretty much done for the year.
Yeah.
Which was crazy because he's in a contract year. He's set to be a free agent in 2025, so he was definitely looking to cash in. And
I think he still is.
Dude, he was balling.
He still is.
He was getting it. So
he's still going to get cash.
The Bucs going to come up a lot because, they lost their starting wide receivers. So definitely when we get to free agency, we'll be talking about the Bucs. And then this last one, kind of a late addition, Jameson Williams, Detroit, young stud receiver. 2-game suspension. It starts week 8 and week 9. So he's going to miss week 8 and week 9. He has a PED violation. So he'll be back after 2 games. That could happen.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we'll see. We'll talk about that one a little bit too. And no teams on bye week 8. So every team in every league should be at 100%. Yep. So this ought to be good. You want to take the quarterbacks?
Yeah, I got you.
Cool.
All right. So first up, we got Drake May versus the Jets.
Better than I thought.
Yeah.
Better than I thought. I can't really say he's a real one, but he is really good. He's doing all right. His stats in week 7 were pretty good. I'm okay with that.
26 for 37.
Yeah.
276 yards.
Yeah.
That's great.
Dude.
2 touchdowns.
He's playing the Jets. Did you think the Jets defense would be better than what they've shown?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be stout defensively, but it seemed like they give up some yards.
Yeah.
And this young guy, he liked to move with his legs a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't throw the ball away week 7, so that impresses me. So we'll see. I think he's a good start. A good start.
Got Dak Prescott at the Niners. Tough matchup coming off the bye.
Yes, sir. Well said. Well said.
I'm gonna say no.
Wouldn't start him?
Until that CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott thing, until they start clicking, I'm good.
Yeah, it's just...
I mean, there's certain people you still got to start. Like, I mean, you still got to start CeeDee Lamb. And, like, if Dak Prescott's your only QB, then you got to start
roll with him, yeah.
But, like...
That's a tough matchup against the 49ers. It's not going to be a whole lot of crossing patterns around the middle of the field.
Look, Fred Warner going to light you up.
Yeah, man. So
boom!
That's tough. That's tough. If you got Dak, that's a tough start. That's a tough start.
We got Bo Nix versus the Panthers. 16 for 26, 164 yards. It don't matter who that quarterback is going against the Panthers. Just play him.
Yeah, you have to.
You could put Anthony back there.
You mean me, Anthony?
Yeah. He might get 100.
Dude, I think I could do it, man. I think I could do it. Against the Panthers, I might be all right.
Put you on the Eagles with AJ Brown and Schmitty.
Oh, just throw it up.
Yeah. AJ Brown down there somewhere.
Right. That's funny.
Then we got CJ Stroud versus the Colts. He didn't look all that great.
Dude,
I'm not complaining. I had Joe.
I know, right?
I'm not complaining. Yeah. I hope he looks like this again.
I don't.
Well, honestly, no shade. Like, I'm not saying like I want to perform bad. You know what? My bad. I said this wrong.
What?
I want CJ Stroud to have 200 passing yards.
Okay.
And Joe Mixon have 199 receiving yards. He can do that.
They get stopped at the 1 on every possession.
Yeah. But as long as Joe Mixon is the one getting all the touches, receiving and rushing, I'm fine.
You good?
Yeah.
It looked really strange when they played Green Bay. I was expecting a whole lot, so that's why I started Stephon Diggs. He only had 86 yards passing. That was rough. But your boy got off though, so it wasn't all bad.
I won't complain.
All right.
Then last for the starters, we got Matt Stafford versus the Vikings. 14 to 23, 154 yards. No touchdowns, but he had a pick. Mm-hmm.
Vikings defense is tough. Yeah. They like to bring pressure. The Brian Flores, he don't sit back and wait.
Honestly, and I think like their defense is nice, but the offense make their defense nice as well. Because like when that offense pounds up on you, you gotta pass.
You gotta pass. Yeah. I mean, Matthew Stafford is a tough vet, so you I don't know. I guess you got to start him. Though,
for sure. You got to.
Yeah, hopefully it gets some of his weapons back. I guess they said Cup is close to getting back, and so is Puka Nacua. So I wouldn't give up on the vet just yet. You got some free agents?
Yep, and I'm saving one of these free agents for last because I don't like them.
All right.
So first up, we got Marcus Mariota versus the Bears. There's no guarantee if my boy Jane Daniels is coming back or not, but just in case, Marcus Mariota's still out there. Just keep an eye on Jane Daniels.
So with the way Mariota played on Sunday in relief, would you feel comfortable picking him up as a free agent?
He didn't look that bad.
He
looked
did
good.
Not. I was surprised.
He looked good.
Yeah,
because he was on a Philly with better weapons and played terrible.
So I was thinking about something. So back in the summer, it kind of popped in my head, but I was like, man, I'm just overthinking it, like you said. But I thought when they signed Mariota in free agency,
you thought he was going to start?
No, I thought that was a clue that they were going to draft Jane Daniels because they're similar.
Okay.
You wouldn't have to change your offense if one got hurt.
That's true.
So I was kind of thinking, I was like, man, I think they're going to pick Jane Daniels. So, so I guess it kind of came true. But Mariota looked pretty good, like you said. All right, cool. So you feel comfortable picking him up as a free agent?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got famous Jameis Winston.
He gets his shot.
Yep.
He gets his shot.
Yeah, they're going against the Ravens. I don't know if I want to go. I don't want that shotgun. I don't know if I want to go against the Ravens.
That's a tough matchup.
Yeah, on your first game.
Yeah,
going against the Ravens.
But I think I think a lot of people want to see him do well.
Yeah. I think that's gonna go toward his favor.
Yeah.
That's gonna go toward his favor.
They kept saying that they seem to rally around him more than Deshaun Watson. So we'll see. He gets a shot, but he doesn't have Amari Cooper anymore. You got to find a weapon. David Njoku is killing it.
Oh yeah.
So he's got at least one guy to catch it. But I mean, even if it's not a great matchup against the Ravens, maybe in weeks to come, it'll be somebody you can plug in your lineup. But as a free agent, I wouldn't be mad. Give me that last one. Come on, playing?
I don't like
you
him.
Playing?
Russell Wilson versus the Giants.
Got to pick up Russ. you have to. And I know. So Brendan's a Fields fan. Brendan's is a Fields guy to the death. But Russell Wilson looked good. And everybody is surprised. I was on Team Brendan. I thought it was better to keep Fields out there, but it looks totally different with Russell Wilson quarterbacking, man. It looks totally different. I know. That's just blow number 3. Okay, we'll skip that one. We're done. But I will pick him up. I need another quarterback. Add that up in there. I need another quarterback, so I might get him, bro. He look good, man. He look good.
All right. Well, guess we're done with the QBs.
Okay.
It's your turn. You got on the running back.
I'll take the running backs?
Yep.
All right, that'll work. First one I would talk about, Nick Chubb playing the Ravens.
Yeah.
I think
my boy, rubber dub.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool to see him get a touchdown. But this, we were talking about it at work, right? And they said that not surprising, he looked a little sluggish, a little slow, getting his feet wet. But the Ravens give up yards now. It's not like the Ravens got locked down D.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe what's a good game for Nick Chubb coming back week 2?
Coming back 70 yards and a touchdown.
Okay. I was going to say somewhere between 50 and 70. So
that's a good game for Chubb. Okay. Even without the touchdown, 50 through 70, that's a great game. Take a game back. You add a touchdown in there? Oh, yeah.
But do you start it based on what you think could happen?
Yes.
Because I
got a running back named Antonio Gibson. I'll start Nick Chubb over Antonio Gibson.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay. No argument there. He was sitting there, man. I was at work.
You were thinking about it?
We were in a meeting. I was like, I'm going to pick up Nick Chubb. But I didn't. I didn't pull the trigger. DeAndre Swift at the Commanders, Bears running back. People were down on him the first 3 weeks.
We sure was.
But he has come alive.
He has.
Yeah. They had a bye week 7, but week 6, he had 119 yards from scrimmage and a touchdown. He's a start. He's locked in. What about Breece Hall at the Patriots?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, okay.
You have to.
Do you feel like having Davante Adams lined up open things up for Breece Hall?
Definitely.
It's like
definitely.
It's not an easy conclusion to draw, but you have to think that was the case because it just seemed, he definitely benefited from it for sure. So Breece is back. If you own Breece Hall, congratulations, he back. What about Alvin Kamara at the Chargers?
Yes,
you start him too.
You just Alvin Kamara. I'm not sitting Alvin Kamara.
Yeah,
I'd be mad if he get 40 on the bench.
Okay, so how does his team situation impact how you slot him? So everybody who listens to me and Brenda, we kind of slot players based on what we feel like their production is going to be.
Yeah, like running back 1, running back 2, running back 3.
Thank you.
So,
Perfect. 2. He's a running back 2?
At the least.
Dude, it's tough in New Orleans, though.
It is.
It's
but who else going to get it?
I mean, they don't. They are devoid of playmakers, really. Yeah. It looks rough. For the Saints. They went from, and that's how football goes, man. The first 2 weeks, they were like leading the league in scoring. First 3 weeks. Okay, they were.
You know what happened?
I mean, now they look like a dumpster fire.
You want to know what happened?
What happened? They played Philly. They played the Eagles. They had some real bad injuries, but so Kamara still a start. Is he a RB2 or RB3 at the Chargers? 3. RB3?
Depending on your running backs, but 3.
Yeah. Hopefully, he's in a lineup situation where you can slot him as a running back 3. But if you're trying to get running back 1 or running back 2
that's
production,
not gonna work. That's
that might not
gonna work.
You might be in trouble. Najee Harris playing the Giants.
That's your boy.
Yeah, that is my boy. I'm glad to see him getting some running lanes.
I'll start him.
Yeah,
and it gets a jump. Yeah. I'll start him.
It's rough. So they're playing a team. And we talked a little bit about this last week when we recorded. The Giants lost their left tackle, Andrew Thomas. So their offensive line is mush. You saw what the Eagles did to him. It was like, as soon as he snapped the ball, you knew he was going to get sacked.
Yeah.
So the Giants won't be able to hold the ball. The Giants won't be able to sustain drives. So Najee Harris should put up at least another 100-yard game.
Yeah.
Right? And then the second point to make, when you look at the Steelers, week 7, they had a 100-yard receiver in Pickens and a 100-yard rusher in Harris. So when's the last time that's happened in Pittsburgh? It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So, I think Najee Harris is a good start playing the Giants. Let's skip down to some free agents. Probably already talked about Tank Bigsby from the Jags.
Plenty of times.
Yeah, he's locked in. If you haven't, if he's available in your league and nobody's picked him, you got to get him. Because ATN just can't catch a break. He is it's one injury after another.
He looking like me right now.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Javonte Williams with the Broncos. Hard to trust the Broncos. I picked him up early in the season because I was struggling a little bit, and I cut him. And as soon as I cut him, he was getting over 100 yards from scrimmage and a touchdown. So I think week 6, he was nice. 14 carries, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 23 yards on 3 targets. They were playing the Saints, but even still, he was a primary part of the offense, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Pick him up. And this cat, Bucky Irvin, everybody's been talking about him for a couple of weeks too. Him and Rachaad White, they splitting it. Yeah. And I think with the Bucs, now that they're devoid of starting wide receivers, they're gonna rely on a lot more playmakers, and Bucky Irvin should be one of them. So if he's there, now's the time to get him up. Yeah, now's the time to pick him up. Cool. So that's the running backs. You gonna take the wide receivers?
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
Number 1, Schmitty.
Numero uno.
Schmitty.
Skinny Batman.
Yep, skinny Batman.
Yep.
I don't care. I'm starting.
What you got? This his week.
Yeah,
this his week.
I have to.
It's his week.
He had 1 catch for -2 yards.
Oh, yeah, this is week.
That sucked.
Yeah, I'm sure.
When I tell you that sucked.
That hurt.
Dude, that was, oh my God.
Yeah. Nah, this is week. Because, I mean, A.J. Brown has had 2 consecutive games of close to 100 yards and a touchdown. Smitty's up. That's just the way I feel. Sometimes fantasy is kind of superstitious.
Because look, you want to know what happened?
What happened?
Schmitty got to prove that he the best number 2 receiver in the league.
All right.
So now he's going against T. Higgins right now.
Oh, wow.
So he got to get more yards than T. Higgins. But that's easy, though, for Schmitty. That's easy. Schmitty way better than T. Higgins.
He due for a breakout game. You know how it goes, man. With fantasy, if you have a down week, your next week you could be all right.
You want to know what it was for real?
What?
And the Instagram followers know.
What?
I didn't have on the Schmitty jersey.
You didn't wear your Schmitty jersey. Yeah, you got to tighten up, bro.
Well, I was out.
Up. You did. You ventured out a little bit. Yeah, okay. You worked the sports bar.
But start Schmitty.
Got to. Wide receiver 2 locked in. Last week was an aberration. It ain't going to happen too much. So, yeah, bet.
Brian Thomas Jr. versus the Packers. He nice.
I like this dude, man.
Nice. We say it every time.
I like this dude, man. I really do.
We talk about his physique every time. He nice.
He's a big boy. That's my guy. Yeah, that's I had Julio Jones back in the day. Yeah. So if I could circle around
get
next
PTSD
year and get Brian Thomas Jr., man, I like him, man.
That Julio PTSD.
Yes, I like him. Yes, he's neon lights on him. Yeah, I like him.
Marvin Harrison Jr. at the Dolphins.
Where you at, bro? Where you at?
I got Trey McBride, so I personally don't want him to get the ball. But you know what? But see, I don't know what happened.
What? What you mean?
Like the drop off. Week 2, week 3.
He had that one huge week. He had like 2 touchdowns like on back-to-back plays.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it hasn't been a lot of production. And all of us were like hyped.
Yeah.
So it's
after that bye week.
I think you still have to start him.
Yeah, man, I mean, you're not going to take him out.
Yeah.
Who's most likely, what, round 2 pick?
Yeah.
For most people?
Yeah.
So you got to start him.
Like I have Keon Coleman on my bench. And when you look.
How'd you feel about that, 100 yards on the bench?
Well, I had no reason to start him.
That's true,
I felt bad.
That's true, too.
But I didn't have a reason to start him at that point.
Okay.
But Marvin Harrison Jr.'s production is no different than what I was getting from Keon Coleman now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But week 7, he had 3 balls for 21 yards on 3 targets. I mean, that's not a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really say that that's fantasy worthy, but I tend to agree with you. You can't, with him and Kyler Murray, you can't take him out.
Yeah.
At some point, it's going to start to click.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard for these guys coming out of college to be the number 1 receiver in the pros right away. That's asking a lot. That's asking a lot.
Malik Neighbors is doing a great job at it.
He is. But LSU receivers are different, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Those guys are different. Those guys are just different. So
we had that conversation at work, which college brings out the best receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we had that conversation at work.
Right.
Yeah, I still don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's still LSU.
LSU, in recent memory, LSU is they got to be up there. They got to be up there. Alabama too.
That's all I got.
I guess if we in the argument just say the SEC.
Okay.
SEC receivers are no joke. Cool. That's a good one.
Lastly, we got Scared Terry.
All right.
Going against the Bears.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually I would have said nah, depending on quarterback situation, but Mariota did look good.
Yeah, so you have no hesitation starting McLaurin regardless of the quarterback. Yeah. Agreed. That's a good one. He's back. Good to see him in a situation where he's putting up numbers.
He's happy.
Yeah, he does. I think the whole vibe is different.
Mm-hmm. So we got some free agent receivers. We got Keenan Allen, fresh off a bye. 5 for 41 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's great,
bad.
actually.
If you're struggling at wide receiver, you get 2 touchdowns from a guy. Struggles over.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that.
You got your boy, Keon Coleman, 4 for 125.
All right, let me ask a question on him.
Lord.
Let me ask a question on him. Getting Amari Cooper, did it help him?
It helped him. He even helped Amari Cooper get a touchdown.
Bruh. So I was thinking about this. I was getting dressed one day for work, and I was like, that doesn't even make sense what you're saying, Anthony. But it seemed like it came true on the field. Amari Cooper was put in as the number one. He got most of the attention, and Keon Coleman was battling the number 2 cornerback.
Yeah.
And he had 125 yards. Can he follow it up, though?
Because also, I will say, a lot of people gave him a lot of, like, not hate, but, like, they were, they gave him a lot of flack on, like, not getting open. Yeah. Or, like, not, like, his routes was maybe a little iffy.
Yeah, he didn't come out of his breaks
But guess what?
What?
You know they only show you the bad routes. They only show you the bad routes. And half the time, who knows what it looked like back there? He could probably be getting triple team for all we know in zone.
Video can be manipulated.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to what we said with Marvin Harrison Jr. It's not easy to come out of college and be a number one.
But if you get a number 2 there, you going to shine a little bit.
Yeah. But, okay, so.
Or at least stop being I'm not going to say number 1 receiver, just a number 1 option.
Right.
But we could say option in general.
Yeah, so when we draft next year, how do we differentiate between a guy that we feel like is going to be like a big producer right out the gate, year 1 as a wide receiver? Because Keon Coleman, he lit it up at Florida State his last year at college, and there was nothing said about him not coming out of his breaks. He couldn't get open, couldn't get separation. You didn't hear none of that. So I don't know. I think we just need to look at it and see, okay, watch these guys play and see what it looks like.
Again, they only show you the bad plays. Again.
But as a free agent, if at this point, going into week 8, if you're struggling at wide receiver, Keon Coleman is definitely one you got to look at. Yeah. You definitely got to look at him. Cool.
Juwan Jennings.
That's another one, bro.
No stats needed. Yeah. Everybody's out.
Oh, it's kind of crazy because we left Debo off the injury list, but he went to the hospital with pneumonia. So he might be out for a minute.
Pneumonia ain't nothing to play with.
It is not. I remember when you got it, when you were like 3. Yeah, that's scary. So Juwan Jennings, the 49ers have a couple guys that are free agents that you could jump on. Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings, and I think it's another name.
Brandon Ayuk. Oh, no.
No, he's gone.
Wow, yeah, he's gone.
But
dang.
I lean towards Jennings because he's been there for a minute. He's had some big games this year and in the NFL throughout his career. So I think he's a good one. That might be somebody you should look at.
Already did. Don't worry.
Cool.
Then the last one, we got Jalen McMillan on the Bucks. Somebody else got to catch it.
I knew you was going to say that, and you're 100% right.
Or Sterling Shepard. Depends on which one.
Yeah. Because Shepard's an old pro.
Yeah.
So you wonder how much he's got left. But Jalen McMillan, I mean, Washington, he played with Michael Penix last year. He might be nice. You're going to have to pick up somebody, though, because, Baker was playing at a pretty high level.
Big Bake.
Yeah, he could get the ball to you.
All right.
I think the thing with McMillan, before we jump ahead, is he had 8 targets. So that might be important to help you make your decision. All right, so I got the tight ends, bro.
Yep.
First one up, out the gate, Sam LaPorta playing the Titans.
Porta potty.
What's going on with this dude?
Yep, play him. No Jamison Williams.
That's the key to it. What happens to his production when Williams is gone? It should go up.
What happened to it when he wasn't there? As soon as he came back.
Well, see, I had LaPorta last year, and I was afraid that when Williams was out, it's going to be good, and it was. So I was like, when Williams gets back, I might be in some trouble. But nah, this year's been totally different. But they say Williams is like a totally different player. He is committed to the NFL game. He understands it. He understands the NFL game. So it's hurting LaPorta's production. So we'll see the next 2 games. Sam LaPorta might win you some games. Well, you have to start him, though.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts at Tampa.
That's your boy. I need to be asking you.
You need to put some respect on. It's Mr. Pitts.
Oh, my bad. Oh, my. He gained Mr.
Oh, yeah, he Mr. Pitts now.
Oh, he Mr. Pitts now.
Hey,
okay.
Yeah, the doghouse. 7 for 65. He led him in receiving. Week 7 on 9 targets.
He almost made the Band-Aid squad.
Bruh, if he could just keep it up. Come on, Kyle. Just keep it up.
How close is he to the Band-Aid squad? How many games?
He wasn't real close to the Band-Aid squad because I wanted to get a second tight end, but I didn't see. I just didn't see one out there that I could get that I like. But I'm okay with Kyle Pitts at Tampa. I'm good about that. Jonnu Smith playing the Cardinals, coming off a huge game. This tricky, bro. Okay, so this is the thing. If Tua comes back and plays week 8, it goes back to throwing the ball to outside receivers. Yeah, I know you're a because Brendan's got Tyreek Hill. So Brendan is clearly winning.
Dude, I've been getting 2 points all season.
That is just that will drive you crazy. That will make you mad. But Jonnu Smith had 7 balls, 96 yards, and a touchdown on 7 targets. But with Tua coming back, it's probably gonna swing the other way.
Yeah,
Hill and Waddle are back.
No head guard or nothing.
Don't get me started on that. I don't know why he's not wearing that Guardian cap. And he was like kind of he's kind of spicy.
He said, "You gonna wear the cap?" No,
nah.
Why not? Personal preference.
Yeah, he said it like it was just a dumb question. I was like, okay,
all right.
Devon Achane was wearing it.
Yeah,
I just that's way off topic. But anyway, what about some free agent tight ends? So ones to look at. Noah Fant with the Seahawks. Been eyeing this guy since early in the preseason before the draft. I felt like he was going to have a good year. If DK's limited or out, you could see his target share go up.
Yeah, go up. Yeah,
he was 4 for 65 on 4 targets in week 7. Will Disley with the Chargers.
Yeah,
good free agent money right there. 8 catches, 81 yards on 11 targets with the Chargers. That's a lot.
That's
great. A lot, bro.
In our league, point per reception with that too. That's great.
This other dude, Cade Otton from the Bucks, he was putting some numbers up. I'm not sure if folks in other leagues kind of forgot about him, but with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin gone, he's could be number one in the pecking order, right? And it's not a lot of NFL teams where the tight end is the number one option.
Yep.
8 catches, 100 yards on 10 targets. So he might be one to get. I might have to check on him when we get to the house because that'd be a good one. All right. Let's get down to the kickers and the defenses. And I'm going to ask that one question, Brendan.
Would you start?
All right.
Family game show.
That's it. Matt Gay, the Colts kicker at the Texans. Would you start him?
Nope.
I think I might leave that one alone too, bro.
Nope. I'm good.
So that's
Yep.
Yeah.
Thumbs down.
I just feel like the Texans going to be
they're going to be nice.
They're going to be ready. They're going to be mad. They're going to have a tough week of practice.
Joe Mixon going to have 500 yards.
Yeah. Coach Ryan is not having that coming out flat. So no go on Matt Gay. Joey Slye, the Patriots kicker at the Jets. Would mess with him?
Well,
I feel like the Jets going to give up some yards.
Jets going to give up some yards.
Yeah.
They might not give up any touchdowns, but they're going to give up some yards.
Yep. And that game is at New England. So young teams tend to play better at home.
Yeah.
I might put Slye Guy out there. Might give him a shot. This is a lob. This is a layup for you. Evan McPherson, the Bengals kicker, playing the Eagles.
Heck yeah.
Play him?
Yeah.
You think your boy's going to give us some yards?
What? Yards? They might give up touchdowns.
Points. Yeah. I mean, the Giants, like we talked about the Giants O-line, they're in shambles, and the Eagles made them pay. So the Bengals, they not bad.
Well, but guess what, though? You better. And look, I already said this against Mike Evans.
Go ahead.
And look, Malik Neighbors found out too. Look, y'all better hope Quinion, the big number 27 out of Jamar Chase.
Oh my God, this dude, what's his name?
Quinion Mitchell. That's my dude.
That's Brenda's new guy. Hey, Quinion Mitchell.
Big play. Slater getting hurt.
He can't cover though. He can really cover.
And don't go to the other side. Cooper DeJean, he nice too.
Yeah, their young players are nice. I'm not gonna lie.
And you already know what happens when you throw it deep across the middle with Reed.
Reed. Let's see. Evan McPherson. So you give him a shot? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up? Okay, bet. All right, let's switch to the defenses. If you have the Seahawks defense playing the Bills, or you play the Seahawks defense. I don't
feel like dealing with Josh Allen running around on me getting touchdowns. I'm good.
Yeah. It's at Seattle. The Bills got to travel.
Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday.
It's a Sunday game, so that one. Let me check the list. That one's Sunday 4:00.
Ooh,
Sunday 4:00. Well, let me ask the question: do you consider the Seahawks like a upper tier NFL team? No.
Well, if DK not playing, no, I'm definitely not playing their defense. If DK is not playing, I'm not playing defense because they're gonna be on the defense. Defense gonna be on the field all day.
Mm-hmm. This one's tricky because when you watch Buffalo the first 7 games when they played good NFL teams, didn't look too good, right?
But they're playing Seattle.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
They're a mediocre team.
Okay, so
without maybe without DK,
right?
So nah,
leave it alone.
I'm good.
Straight thumbs down. Okay,
thumbs down.
All right, you got me good on that one. What about the Jets defense at the Patriots? Would mess with the Jets defense.
Like you said, they're gonna give up yards. Occasionally, maybe give us some points.
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah, it just seemed like the Jets. They let teams run around too much. So okay, I'm good with that. How do you get this one out? The Jags defense playing the Packers. You feel like it's not gonna go well.
No.
Yeah.
Packers nice.
Yeah. Jordan Love, he's slinging.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. It's just I think in fantasy, if we could figure out who his guy is game to game, it would be nice. But he spreads it around. It's just hard to pinpoint it. Oh, so would you start was good. All right. So this is where we really want to get to, because now we get to the point where Brandon and I kind of go through our lineups live for week 8.
AKA, this is when depressing Brendan comes out, because I got to talk about this.
Nah, you're good. I'll go first. We'll get mine out the way, because I'm thinking yours.
Yeah, get the good one out the way.
I think yours needs a little bit more attention this week. Let me get my sheet. Where's my sheet? I think I'm good. All right, so my team, Nick's picks. Brendan makes a big deal about it, but I'm 5-2. He's 4-3. 1 game back of the pack.
Well, that makes a big difference.
It does. You're going to catch up real quick. So I got Kyler Murray as my only quarterback. Definitely starting him. My running backs are Derrick Henry, Kenneth Walker III, Kareem Hunt, and Chase Brown. I messed up last week. I left Kareem Hunt on my bench, and I missed out on 25 points. Ridiculous. My wide receivers are A.J. Brown, Stephon Diggs, Keon Coleman. I'm going to take Diggs out. I'm just going to play A.J. Brown. I'm going to go with 3 backs. Kyle Pitts is my tight end. I just got 1. That's what I'm going to roll with. My defense is the Ravens. They play the Browns, which should be a very good matchup. But I think I need to get a better defense. The Ravens, they give up yards.
Drop one of your kickers.
I know. What?
Keep them both.
Well, I don't know. It's hard because I have 2 kickers on my team. It happened by mistake. I didn't really have to cut anybody. So I got Harrison Butker. He's at the Raiders. And Chris Boswell is playing the Giants. It's crazy because I might go with Boswell. He's playing the Giants at home. And he outscored Butker week 7. I mean, by a lot.
Well, Boswell also plays the Giants, so I'll play Boswell.
Yeah, he could be. Yeah, he might need to warm his leg up. So my lineup for week 8 is going to be Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, Kenneth Walker III, Kareem Hunt, A.J. Brown at wide receiver, Kyle Pitts at tight end, the Ravens defense. And let's say right now I'm going to go with Boswell.
Okay.
So hopefully I get a win. I'm good on scoring, so I just need to get another win. In our league, man, if you get to 8 wins, maybe even 7 wins, you're going to be in the playoffs. So I'm just inching towards a playoff spot. Let's talk about you. This is the one we got to focus in on. Let's get locked in. What you got?
All right. QB, Jaden Daniels or Geno Smith.
Okay.
Depends on who. It depends if Jay does. If Jaden Daniels plays, I don't care if he's half broke. I'm playing Jaden Daniels.
Right.
Running backs: Joe Mixon, Antonio Gibson, and Jerome Ford. Those other 2 might not touch the field for the rest of the season.
Okay.
But I'm definitely starting Joe Mixon. Receiver wise, Davante. Oh, actually, no. All right, so look. Okay. I got some sauce in.
Okay.
So this episode is going to be out before.
Oh yeah, it'll be out.
It's going to be out by the time the trade, all that happens.
Yeah, you won't give up your free agent because we do that tonight.
So Antonio already did it. I did it at work.
Oh, okay.
But I dropped Antonio Gibson hoping for Juwan Jennings.
I hope you get him. I hope you get him.
I put down bread too.
You did?
Bread.
How much?
120.
Oh, big bread.
I put down bread.
Big bread. Okay.
So for right now, I'm just gonna say, like, hoping everything goes through. Jane Daniels at QB, Joe Mixon at running back, Devontae Smith, Tyreek Hill, and Juwan Jennings at receiver.
Right.
Tight end Trey McBride, he been hooping.
Right. He's a baller.
Broncos defense.
They got the Panthers. I meant to ask you about this. So when you picked up the Broncos defense, you did you look at their schedule for the 3 weeks? Because they've been playing cupcakes. They've been killing people. That's like your highest scoring.
Dude, my defense, let me tell y'all something. My defense gave me my second highest. My defense gave me 32.
I know.
Joe Mixon gave me 37.
I know. We were like, why is he picking up that defense? Then you saw who they were playing. I was like, oh, that was pretty good. You should have said you did it on purpose because you looked at it. Because I'd have gave you major props.
Hey, Daniel, that's edit.
Just edit that one out. Because I was looking.
We'll redo that one.
Because they played the Saints. They played the Panthers this week. And who did they play last week? I forget who they played. But
somebody they got 30 on.
Yeah. It was, So that Broncos defense is no joke. That's cool.
And then Jakey little shoulder pads. They're going against the Bengals.
Jakey with the
That's
little
got kicking
pads.
opportunity right there.
It does have kicking opportunity. So
Because I already know how the Eagles are. They play calling suck.
right?
Saquon's only going to get the ball like 15 times out the backfield.
I know.
It's going to make me mad. But I already know that's just what's going to happen.
Right?
Jalen Hurts going to throw it 40 times, throw a pick or two.
All right. So plan A is to get Juwan Jennings in free agency, right?
Yep.
What if you don't get him? What are you going to do?
I have no
What are
clue.
you going to do? What about, all right, you got Joe Mixon.
I'm good at running back now. I was struggling at running back.
Yeah, with him back, you're good.
I'm waiting on Jaden Daniels. With Jaden Daniels 100%, Geno is getting traded.
Yeah, I think if you get Jennings in free agency, maybe you could swing a trade and try to get another decent running back. That might help out a lot. But Mixon normally scores enough for 2 running backs. That is crazy what he's doing in fantasy. I think what he's doing would get a lot more attention if Derrick Henry wasn't doing what he's doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Mixon is unreal, man. That's crazy. Okay. But Davante Smith is gonna have a good week.
He bet.
I can feel it. I can feel it.
If Smitty has a great week, if Smitty dropped 30, he getting traded.
You gonna trade him?
Yeah, Geno Davante.
Make sure you get something good, man, because that's two.
Oh, I'm getting some good.
Those are 2 ballers in fantasy. Make sure you get some good stuff.
I'm going after Gibbs or Montgomery again. Hey, J-Dubs.
Those guys. Oh, my God.
John Warner's son. I'm coming after you.
Yeah, so if you get Jennings in free agency, yeah, you'll be headed in the right direction for real, because you'll have Devontae Smith. You're going to cut Brandon Ayuk, right?
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, so Devontae Smith.
I should have put him in that trade.
He was snake bitten this year. It just didn't look right the whole time. It's just snake bitten.
That bum.
Devontae Smith, hopefully Juwan Jennings, Tyreek Hill will be your receivers. You're still strong. You gotta look at your bye weeks too. Look at your bye weeks.
Most of my bye weeks are done.
Already done?
Yeah. Joe Mixon's is done.
Oh, you're good. Oh, that's good.
Actually, I might keep Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Because Devontae Smith is done. Tyreek Hill is done.
Ooh. Dang.
I don't know about Trey McBride. I think his is like 14.
Yeah, they got a late bye because I got Kyler Murray. They got a late bye.
I think the Dolphins is long. The Dolphins was after the Eagles. Theirs is week 6.
Week 6.
The Eagles is week 5.
Right. Okay.
I remember drafted like that.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And either the Texans are done or they have a late one.
I got you.
It's not in the middle.
You know who you play this week?
John Warner's son.
Oh, you play John.
Oh,
you play Little John.
They got him getting like 183 on projections.
Really? You got to come correct because he got a good squad. He been scoring up lately too. Yeah, well, we'll see. But
it's fine because I might get Tua back, and when Tua comes back, the Tyreek Hill get 40.
I'm glad I already played you. Tua got to stay upright, and that'll help you out a lot. Nah, that's cool. Well, we'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully,
my defense give me 30.
Yeah,
Joe Mixon gave me 40, and Tyreek Hill give me 40.
Yeah. That's good scoring. You can't beat that.
Jaden Daniels comes back. He gives me 40. Oh, my God.
Dude, it could turn around so quick.
It was so bad because that game, I was down. I lost about 40.
Right.
I'm like, this is a very winnable game for me with Jaden Daniels.
It looked like you were on your way.
Jaden Daniels gave me 10 points on the first drive. I'm like, oh, I got this in the bag. He start holding this side. I'm like,
dude. Yeah, that's what happens, man. I don't usually tell stories when we get on here, but one year we're playing fantasy. I don't even think you were probably 2. I had Kurt Warner when he was quarterback in the Cardinals, right? Dude was 11 for 11, 125 yards and a touchdown in the first quarter. And then he threw a pass, hit his hand on a helmet, and they took him out. I was like, oh no. And I lost by 10.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Short fantasy story. So it happens.
Fantasy football is stupid.
You good, man? You ready to go home and do your Juwan Jennings prayers? You good?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it sounds like episode 12 is a wrap. Brendan's good. I'm good. So we're going to get ready to get out of here. Be sure to catch us on Instagram Live. We do some fun stuff on IG Live on Sundays. And sometimes we get on there on Thursdays as well.
Before the game.
Hang out a little bit before the Thursday night game starts. So we talk about sit and starts, talk about football. You got anything else?
No, I'm good. Ready to go home.
Let's do it. Have a good one.
Peace.